All right, guys, we are here doing the first ever MACH-1 Bullitt and GT350 comparison video. We're going to talk about price, performance, looks, drive, everything, you name it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And guys, obviously, if you don't know, if you're new to the channel, what's really cool is that thanks to on3supply.com, this Bullitt and this MACH-1 and that Bullitt are both going to be given away if you go to on3supply.com, link in description, and enter to win. You could be giveaway winner number 12 and 13. So we're excited. So check it out. But anyways, as I was saying, what we're going to do now is we're headed over to pick up the friend of the channel, Tyler, who has a Shelby GT350.
Looks good.
Woo! We might have to do this after we do the review. We have to see who's the champ here. They're both the same horsepower, so.
Alright.
This is gonna be good. That's close. These are back neck and neck. So far the Bullitt's getting the MACH-1 here. Excited to bring you this. Let's do this. And comment below what your favorite specialty Mustang is. Of course, we said 500's not here, Boss 302 is not here, but of course we have the MACH-1, the Bullitt, and the 350. Lost the new car there. This is cool right here. Shelby. All right, guys, you can see here. I don't even think Ford did this. You have a Shelby 350 and a Bullitt and a MACH-1 all together here, so. Talk about these bad boys. These are the specialty nameplates for the S550. We'll start first with the first one of these, the Shelby 350. Tyler, Maestro, if you will, what is the so great about a Shelby 350?
Well, first off, you get the flat plane crank. And it's unlike any flat plane crank ever made before. So it's not like your typical Ferrari flat plane crank that, you picture that flat plane crank and it kind of goes like this, almost like a wave. And the flat plane crank in the GT350 goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And that's why it's one of the best sounding cars in the world.
Just to piggyback, co-sign everything you said, 526 horsepower, 8250 redline, guys. Ford's first flat plane crank. So Chevy's coming with the Z06, but we did it first, guys. The Mustang had it, and this is an amazing track car, guys. And also, like he was saying, this car really changed the whole S550 game. The Shelby 350, remember, these, when we say specialty models, they come and go through each generation, but this 350 changed the game for the platform. Did an amazing job. I mean, the huge brakes, it had 305 width wheels from the factory. We don't even have the R here, but it is a beautiful setup. If you want to see more about the Shelby 350, you can check out SVT Tyler, but let's take a look inside. And guys, what does it have? You have the badging here, hand built. Remember, this doesn't even have, this has the analog, old school, because it wants to showcase to you it's all by the track. It has the black gauges. So we'll fire this up. Let's hear how this bad boy sounds. Now remember, this is full headers, H-pipe, stock muffler, so you can keep active exhaust, but it's gonna be pretty loud. There she blows. Now, is it safe to say this has everything that a 350 can get besides a blower?
Everything. This has, it's basically a full bolt-on 350 without going Cobra Jet, intake manifold, or a blower.
Gotcha.
It has the crank sprocket, oil pump gears. It has long tube headers. Has tune, flex sensors. I mean, it has everything. Obviously,
nice
it's got
catch can.
The cliche catch can on either side. This does pick up a
Really?
decent bit. I check it every 1,000 miles. Depends on how I drive it is how much it'll pick up.
Question: any oil consumption?
No, none at all.
All right.
My car, I basically, the most I've seen on one oil change, it was like 3,800 miles, less than half a quart. And that was basically what I pulled out of the catch can.
Gotcha.
So,
all right. And we have some plans this year coming up with this car, so stay tuned for that. Appreciate that overview. SVT Tyler. Check them out. Also, Muscle Every Day. This hood is surprisingly much lighter than I remember compared to this guy right here. We're talking about what we are calling the Green Machine Steve McQueen Bullitt Mustang. This is actually the movie car, the Highland green color. Guys, this is not just a novelty though, but this has the 3rd generation 5.0. This changed the game as far as we were talking about with the 10R80s and the 5.0 combination, but this does not have the 10-speed. This has the MT82. Not much of a fan of the MT82 as I am of the Tremec, but we'll talk about it as we do the driving review. But I'll tell you right now, this car is nostalgia. How did it feel driving here?
Oh, it felt incredible. I never felt so much power in my life.
Did you feel like Steve McQueen?
Yes.
So, guys, just to let you guys know, this is, again, these two are the giveaway cars on Who Supply, so you can enter to win these, but we'll talk about these now today. Torque thrust wheels. What's the difference between a normal GT? You have the chrome bezel around the window. You do have no badging. There's no 5.0 badge, and you have the special Bullitt plaque. This almost simulates a gas cap on the back. No spoiler. This has a spoiler. That has a spoiler. No spoiler here for the Bullitt, and it's clean. It's meant to be that way. They have a black version, but we chose the Highland Green to be more of the movie car style. And you can see in here what it does have compared to this. It has the digital dash. So you can see very similar, but you get the Bullitt badging, digital dash, and of course the 5.0. So let's hear it, guys. You want to rev it up for us? Oh, you know what? It has a limiter on it. You're limited.
Yeah.
That's why. All right, let's pop the hood. So as you can see here, very clean. This is bumped up from the GT. This is a 480 horsepower bump. So, it has the bigger air intake, colder intake there. So it has a little bit of bump up of the normal GT. Yep. So you can see here the familiarity.
cool, and expansion tanks are different.
Yep. Well, yeah, there's a lot. This is more of a track car. This is more of a, let's say, this is a, I don't want to say novelty, that sounds like it's downgrading it. This is a specialty Mustang GT that has the Bullitt personality and persona, but it does have, it's not going to outperform this on the track, but it is no sleeper by any means. So, and the look, even talking about the chrome around the front grille, it's very unique and it looks great. So what is the combination of this and this right here, guys? The MACH-1. Ain't too much. This is basically a combination of the Bullitt and the 350. What I mean by that, same motor as the Bullitt, but all the suspension, all the transmission goodness of the Tremec smashed in this beautiful MACH-1. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's a parts bin car. It's the best that you can get for the S550 generation has been put into the MACH-1. You want digital dash in 350? The MACH-1 has it. You want ambient lighting that you don't get 350? MACH-1 has it. You don't like the old headlights, you want the new headlights? MACH-1 has it. You want the 5.0 over the 5.2? MACH-1 has it. And of course, what does the MACH-1 have over anything else? It has our favorite third generation 5.0. Dude, just to let you guys know, I went, and this guy knows, we went 10s NA and 8s.
Sealed motor.
Yeah, fully sealed with that 5.0.
Like 1,000 times.
Yeah, like you were there holding the camera every time. This is, the 5.0 is something to behold. So I'm gonna ask you to hold the camera. I'll do a little rev and then we'll look at the motor and then we'll go for a drive. No, it sounds,
that sounds
and that's
great,
stock.
and it's a clean. That's stock.
Yes, that's fully stock, dude.
That's loud.
Isn't that crazy? And you know what? I didn't get to show you guys the tips. What was this? We talked about the rear valances. Yeah, these are the same tips. I think they're a hair smaller than the 500, but look how big these tips are.
I don't know. They're probably the same.
They're probably the same, yeah. Knowing Ford, they're the same, but kind of like set tips, where those tips are like exposed but not connected. But you know, it's just a design. It's just a design. I'm not just saying there's subtle differences. All right, let's pop the hood. Looks very similar, guys. Very similar. You can see we were talking about the intake manifolds and the colder intakes, but this is the 5.0. Basically, they shoehorned it out of the Bullitt, threw it in here. Sadly, the newer Mach-1s are detuned because of EPA regulations. This is the last time you're gonna get one at 480 horsepower. Now they're at 470. So the horsepower champ in this one is the 526 A250, but you have to wring it out a lot to get there. So this torque comes on a little bit faster, a little bit more in the butt dyno. You drove the 350 and you drove the Bullitt. So what we should do is, since we had that experience, why don't we choose which one you want to drive?
I'll try the Mach-1 next.
Okay, you want to drive the Bullitt?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, and I'll drive the not fully. It's not turned up to kill mode, but it's all done up properly. So we'll drive around, have some fun, and we'll meet you guys back at the end for our final reviews of these three beasts.
Well, this time we're in the Mach-1. This is pretty cool.
We are in the beautiful modified Shelby GT350, and having a chance to have driven just both recently with the Mach-1 and the Bullitt, I can tell you right now, there is something special about being in a Shelby.
Okay, so muscle every day here in the Bullitt. Immediately noticing the MT82. It is, different. I love the digital dash, and the green stitching is badass. And also you get the Bullitt name plaque over here, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. I wish the 350 had this digital dash. Yeah, the analog gauges are cool, but get with the times,
It feels good. Over the seat. Shifts feel really good too. I never thought God would give me this day to experience something I've never done before. If you're a car guy and you experience something like this and you've never experienced it before, you're in for a real treat.
Right off the bat, way more torque down low. Under 3,000 RPM, torque is way higher across the board. I mean, I'm in fifth and I can just lug it along 40, 42, 43, 44. The GT350 is not like that. You're gonna downshift when you want to do stuff. Even with the tune and E85 and everything, you don't have the torque. You gotta add a blower to give any torque to those cars. So the Gen 350 naturally has it.
Okay, now I want 350. I don't know. You can't lose, guys. You can't lose. Oh, you can't lose.
Exhaust in this car, deep, throaty, and diesely. In the GT350, it just wants to kill you. It's like ridiculous, raspy. It's like insane.
All right, we're on some back roads here. Woo, okay, this is when the Shelby really comes to life here. I will give the Voodoo the one up on the sound though. The sound of the Voodoo is just insanity.
He just came up behind me in my car, and it sounded so nuts.
It opened up a little bit. I'm having a thrill of my life today.
How'd you like it?
I love watching you behind me. Nice cruiser.
It's a very relaxing, comfortable
really nice
car.
cruiser.
It's very comfortable.
And it's actually really, you get like a heavyweight feeling in the turns, but it still turns like there's no like vagueness when
Yeah.
you turn. You get like a heavy, firm feeling when you turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it. It's different than the 350. The 350 feels like kind of lightweight, like kind of.
You can throw it around. Yeah,
Bullitt
this
feels like it's
more like
already.
this feels like a muscle car. Almost.
Feels like a muscle car.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
feels like a Bullitt should feel.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's very different.
Well, now
it's actually crazy how
I'm excited
different
for you
they
to try the Mach-1 because, like, and what I was saying was basically the Mach-1 is this car with the 5.0.
Okay, so we're here in the Mach-1. Immediately thrown right back to the firm, stiff, direct steering of the GT350. I feel it right here in my hand. I mean, it is the same. It feels identical to my GT350 as far as handling goes. It is almost, if you close your eyes and you don't listen to the exhaust, it's about the same.
You know, just seeing the Mach-1 in front of me, like, it's just so mean from the rear. How'd you like the Mach-1?
It's weird. It's
Go ahead.
Because so many things are familiar,
Yeah.
and then like there's a lot of things that are different. So like the torque shove at like $2,000 is like just not existent in this car.
Yeah, exactly.
And you get it in that car. The handling in the 350 almost feels. The handling feels heavier in the Mach-1, but it feels more direct than the 350.
Yeah, the handling is heavier in the Mach-1. By the way, I didn't even ask you. How did you like the Mach-1?
Jesus Christ, I'm still
That's it. That's
shaking
what I was
from
looking
that.
for. You're cut. Tell me about the Mach-1.
Oh my God, bro.
Tell me how I
I've
like
never
it.
felt so thrilled in my life.
That's
or
what I like.
I feel so alive driving
That's-
these two.
That's what I'm talking about. No, for real. Like you can't go wrong. The Mach, like, this is a nice cruiser. I think the Mach-1.
The Mach-1 is the winner.
Yeah,
the
adrenaline.
Mach-1 is the
Yeah,
winner.
adrenaline rush.
That's incredible.
Yeah. It's hard because your car is modified
I know.
to really do a full.
Sense of speed in the Mach-1. Also, it definitely has the least sense of speed.
Yeah, it
You
feels
look
much
down-
slower than you're actually
And
going.
then you look down and you're like, I'm doing 75.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
also, like the digital dash, it might be the digital dash, I don't know. But when you're doing a wide open pull in the Mach-1, seeing each individual digit go brrrr, in the 350, if you have the speedometer,
yeah,
it goes like at a couple mile an hour at a time.
Yeah.
And then you're watching also the analog speedometer. It doesn't feel as like
Absolutely.
satisfying
No,
as
absolutely.
watching the digital dash go up mile per hour, mile per hour.
Analog for like track driving and like,
It's
you
the
know,
best
real
because
analog.
it's,
Yeah.
it's consistent, constant. It's always there. It's a needle. You know
Yeah.
where to find it. And then the digital dash, right? Exactly. So
Okay, so
it's nice to have both.
here's the question. What's your choice?
Oh,
If you-
350 all day.
350 all day.
I love the 350. I would
Okay.
never give it up for anything. But if I could, this is gonna be kind of controversial. If I could have two of the three at the same time, I think I would honestly have the 350 and the Bullitt because they're
Gotcha.
so different. The Bullitt is it's such a cruiser. The Mach-1,
Yeah.
if I was gonna go hard at the track, I would want the Mach-1 because you have the cross plane, so you know you have no worries about the motor. You have more torque.
The Mach-1 has a 5.0, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Gen 350, and it's just easier to boost it. You know,
That's-
and there's
well-
a lot of reasons to go for the Mach-1. For me, to have the difference between the Bullitt and the 350 would be what I would
Yeah,
enjoy.
because this you want to take the cars and coffee, go out to eat,
Cruise.
have a nice cruise with.
Yeah.
This is like, and that's why I said the Mach-1 is almost a mix of these two.
It's in between
Together, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
if you can't do both and you can only have one, the Mach-1's a great car for that.
All right, what's your choice?
I would honestly go for the Mach-1 and the Bullitt. Just for,
Yeah.
if I want to go like racing or something, I take the Mach-1. If I want to go cruise or something, take the Bullitt.
And like I said, just to reiterate what I said while driving, if it was I only had one choice, it's my money. Like personally, I had to pay every month. The reason I would choose the Mach-1 over the 350, I just like the 5.0 a little bit better than the 5.2. This sounds better, but I've personally owned and raced the 5.0 enough that I'm more happy.
You
Yeah.
feel comfortable knowing you have the
I like
Gen
later
350.
down the road, if I want to boost it, I know it's good. That's my main thing. Looks, name, sound, Shelby 50. My personal money, I would choose Mach-1 because it does have stupid things I like. I like ambient lighting. I like digital dash. You know, I like those little small things. Comment below what you think. Let's start a debate. And hey, if you enter to win off your supply, you can get entered to win the Mach-1 or the Bullitt. You already get 350 away. Our friend Zach from Georgia's coming to get it next month. That's why that 350 is not here. But all right. Thank you. Just a tough day in the office. We did a 350, Bullitt, and Mach-1 review. Oh. Cheese cheesesteak pizza. Food. Good times. Big content coming. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Guys, 20X is live for the Bullitt and the MACH-1. And some epic content coming up on the channel. 350, Bullitt, MACH-1. Enter for the dual giveaway. Good luck. Merch.